everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and I'm out here today on this very cold day with the FIMI Mini 3 SE. So this little guy is under 250 grams and it's new on the market. Now it does have the terminology SE in the title, and if you're in the drone world you know that anything with the terminology SE in the title means it's lesser than its big brother. And that big brother would be the FIMI Mini 3, which I have here, and I'll talk more about it later in this video, but this video is all about the FIMI Mini 3 SE. Now the specs on this are pretty good. Up front you have a pretty decent sensor. I'll put on the screen what size the sensor is. It can shoot in 4K 30 frames per second. It does have a 2-axis gimbal plus electronic image stabilization to keep everything stable. We'll see how good that is when we're out here. It does have visual tracking, a whole bunch of other cool features that you won't find in a DJI drone at this price point. It does have all the cool sensors on the bottom, optical flow, height finder, it's got GPS, it's got all sorts of things you're used to in the mini drone hobby. If you want to take photos, it does 12 megapixel photos, and the range with the included remote is 9 kilometers, and the flight time with the included battery is 32 minutes. I think it's even more than 32, at least that's what it says. And if you get the plus battery, you can go up to 37 or 40 minutes of flight time on this thing. Of course, that's the rated specifications. We're going to try it out here today and see how it goes, so I'm going to get on with this review really quick, and here we go. So we're about to fly. The FIMI Mini 3 SE is below. I'm just going to start up the app. So the app you want is the FIMI Navi Mini. Start that up. So now that my phone is connected to the drone, I see on my phone in the app what the camera on the drone sees. So we're all ready to go. Let's check the satellites. It says I have 22. So we're ready to fly. Let's change it to video mode. So I'll tap on the camera and go to video. There we are. So I'm going to record at 4K 30 frames per second. Quality, I will put it at high. I don't know if it makes a big difference. It's just going to increase the bit rate. Everything else, I'll just leave it on auto. Everything is good down here. All right, we're all good to go. So I've taken my gloves off because I can't touch the screen with these little gloves. They're not working as well. They are touch sensitive, but they don't work for some reason on my phone. I don't know what's going on. Pull the joysticks down and in. Motor start up, and push the left joystick up, and we're going up. There we go, nice and slow, up in the air. Here, I'll put it over the camera I have on the ground. You can see it hovering. I'm going to take it up a little higher. There we are. So you can see in my hat cam that it is sitting nice and stable in the air. It looks pretty good. Let me show you what the video quality looks like, so I'll turn it on me. There I am. Do I see myself? Yes, I do see myself. So I'm all lit up. Let's check out the gimbal movements. Let's go down at my feet. And oh, it's nice and slow. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. Then it goes down to the landing pad, 90 degrees. You can see the colors will probably get messed up the more you go down because it's on auto white balance. And with that sun, everything just looks washed out. But I seem to look okay. At least on my phone, I look okay. Now, one thing to watch for on all FIMI drones is horizon tilt. Horizon tilt, to see this horizon, it should be straight from that side all the way to this side. When the drone flies around, sometimes on FIMI drones, it's not really straight for some reason, but you can watch that in the video. I should also mention it has an intelligent mode to straighten the horizon, as you can see it's doing now, so if it gets a little bit off, it usually fixes it in a while. All right, let me just fly it around and show you here. So this is normal speed. You can see it in my hat, normal speed. It really boogies for normal speed. Okay, let's bring it around. So this is cinematic. I'm gonna go full forward. So, oh, I see what it's doing. So in cinematic, it still flies fast, but watch this. It takes wider turns. So then let's try sport mode. So normal and sport. Here we go. I'll try not to chop my head off. It's gonna go super fast. There you go. So this is sport mode. It moves, it moves at boogies. I do like that it keeps its height. So it's not diving into the ground. A lot of cheap drones will dive nose first into the ground when you go into sport mode, so that's good. All right, so we know the speeds work. Let's come on back to me. If you didn't figure it out, the way you change modes on here is just tapping the screen. There's a little picture of the drone down there. It goes from normal to cinematic to sport just by tapping it with your thumb. Oh, I just went to sport, sorry. Let's go back to normal, there we are. All right, let's do a smart feature now. So I'm gonna click on the smart features over here. It looks like, I always call it a monkey's head with antennas coming out, but I don't know what it is. And we're gonna do the one everybody likes, which is follow. Now they've updated the follow to follow 3.0, so we're gonna try that one. So in order for a drone to follow me, it has to be way up in the air. So let's go back and let's take it up and let's go back and let's get it up. And you yourself have to put the camera on yourself. Let me see. There we go. So I'm going to put follow. Tells me everything here. Click the plus to select the target. So you can see there's a target on my Jeep in the back. There's a target on a sort of a landing pad over there on the ground. And there's a target on me. So I'll pick me. All right, so let's move. You see the little target follows me. So if the target follows me, the drone follows me. So that's basically how the follow works. And if I switch back the opposite direction, it will follow the other way. Okay, so now I just have to hit the go button and it's in tracking. So it should be in tracking mode. So if I walk towards my Jeep, does it follow me towards the Jeep? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's good. If I walk this way, it should have no problem following you because it is quite a distance away. So it just follows whatever it sees. I'm coming around here. So the tracking on these are always pretty good. Let's try a different one here. Okay, let's walk at it. It should go backwards, so it flies backwards because I have backwards tracking enabled, so it flies backwards too. So I'm walking at it, so that's good. And I'm not going to try the other ones. Let's go orbit. I haven't done the orbit in a while, so let's give it a little bit to the right here and hit go. It should orbit me. Now it doesn't have any ability to also watch out for objects as it's orbiting. So if I had the orbit much too large, it would orbit itself into those trees over there, but I've got it pretty good so that it will miss the trees when it comes around. I've got it going pretty slow. I don't know if I can increase the speed as it's going. Let's go. Oh, I can. There we go. I'm increasing the speed. I'm gonna go crank it to full. There we go. Full speed. Now it's just the flying around in the circle. There we go. Missing all the trees. Doing well. So this is why a lot of people buy the FIMI drones, because they have the tracking, whereas if you buy a comparable price DJI drone, they don't have any tracking. We've already done the follow. We have orbit and spiral. We've sort of seen an orbit already, so I'm not going to show you that again. It's pretty much the same thing. We have tap to fly, so let me show you that. So basically, we're just going to tap on the map. You can see me, I'm the blue dot. The home is the landing pad, and the red arrow is the drone right there. So I want to tap to fly to, I know there's trees over there, so I don't want to go that way. I'm going to tap to fly to behind me a little bit. So I'm just going to tap over here. And there we go. See, I've just put something on the screen. Tap map to choose destination. I did. Hit the little arrow. Oh, my fingers are frozen. I don't think it's, there we go. Okay. So now it says, how fast do you want it to go to that destination? 3 meters per second. What height? 5 meters is good. Go. It should turn around. I'll just walk over and follow it as it goes. It's going to go over there because that's where I tapped over in that area. So it's going to fly over at 5 meter height. And I'm walking underneath it here. Well, it didn't go very far because that's all as far as I told it to go. So that's tap to fly. There you can see it on the map on the phone. We did tap to fly. We have waypoints. I'll show you that really quick. You have different types of waypoints here. Very good waypoints on FIMI drones. So you have beeline, in-flight, and history. History is if you save some waypoints, you can go back to them. In-flight, I'm not really sure what that is, but I'll go to beeline because that's the one I always use. And basically you just set up some waypoints. So I'll just tap some on the screen. And for each waypoint, you see I can pick the height. I can pick what I want the camera to do at that point and everything else. So I'm just going to leave it all at the default. I'll just pick 3 waypoints. So there we go. So if you look at my screen, I have 3 waypoints. I'll tell it to go. Yeah, just go do it. And there it goes. It's going to go shoot those waypoints. If you look at my phone screen, you can watch it go. You see the arrows go. It's going to waypoint number 1. Then it's going to go to waypoint number 2. There, it's at waypoint 1, wherever it is. Way up there because I had it 30 meters. Then it's going to do whatever it was supposed to do, and then it's going to turn. But if you want to see what the camera sees, because if I didn't have it on record, I'm going to tap on the lower left of my screen. And there we go. So now I can see what it is actually filming. So I can actually monitor it as it's doing the waypoints, which is pretty good so that it doesn't go someplace where I don't want it to go. So we've done tap to fly, waypoints, follow. I'm not doing orbit and spiral because we've seen them already. And then if I go down to flight modes, we have cinematic mode. I'm not really sure what cinematic mode is. So let me tap on that. It says it changes the braking. So in other words, here we go. I've got it in cinematic mode. I'm recording. If I was filming and I let go of the joysticks, it won't stop. It will keep on moving. So let's try it. And release joysticks. There we go. So she slowly goes. So if you can do that forward and backwards and release joysticks. It should give you a smoother type of stopping motion in your filming. Try the next one. While my hands are freezing here. Oh my God, let's get through these quick. Tripod mode is really cool. I love tripod mode because in the old days of DJI, they had tripod mode and it was really good. It just makes your drone fly really slow. So I'm gonna bring it down low to the ground. Joystick full blast forward, look at that. It won't go any faster than that. So it is really cool for filming because no matter which movements you make on the drone, everything is really slow. You can see I'm walking at walking speed behind it. It's really good. Also, if you want to know how loud it is, there it is. It's like coming right at me. It's like, I don't think it can get any closer, but it's not very loud. Not for a little mini drone. Okay, what else do we have on here? So we've done tripod, course lock. Course lock is from DJI in the olden days. Let me see if I could show you a course lock here. So you see I have joysticks up here, right? And if I turn the drone, it turns. But that's not what's important in course lock. What's important in course lock is the direction of the drone. So if it's facing that way and I move this joystick forward, which way is it gonna go? It's gonna go that way, right? Makes sense, watch. Forward, and it goes that way. There we go. If I select course lock, I might get it to go that way when I tell it to go this way. You're like, what? Okay, let me show you. So I'll go course lock. There we are. This stick, I'm gonna push it this way. So you're gonna think the drone's gonna go this way, but it's not. It's gonna go in the direction of the stick. And there it goes. It's weird. Anyways, the whole idea of course lock is just so that you can have the drone point in one direction or even spin it around as it goes on a certain course. Okay, did we do them all? Course lock, fixed wing. Fixed wing is flying like an airplane. It's a little scary, but I'll show you here. So let's go up, go like this. We're gonna fly like a plane. So you can see in fixed wing mode, it's like an airplane. The gimbal's all messed up. It's more to make you seasick than anything else. The only bad thing about fixed wing mode is that sometimes the drone just keeps flying and you can't stop it. So for example, right now you see it's in fixed wing mode. I'm not touching any of the joysticks. It's just flying. It's up to me to bring it back. That's why I used to joke and call fixed wing mode how to lose your drone and fly away. So you see there's a big X on the screen. I have to hit that. So I'll hit it while it's turning and twink, stop, fixed wing, and there we go. Now I have full control of the drone. All right, last one. I think there was one more on here. It was SAR, search and rescue, so that's pretty good. So all search and rescue does is puts the longitude, latitude up top, plus it gives you a zoom. I have a slider on the side so I can zoom into me. My fingers are frozen, so it's not sliding. There we go. And there's my attempt at a mustache for Movember, and then let's try to zoom back out. There we go. Come on, zoom out. Oh, my fingers are just so frozen. There's no contact with the screen. My skin is frozen. All right, there we go. Now, if you look at the top right of my screen, it says my battery is down to 27, so I'm gonna try the precision return to home. I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna fly forward, and it should run out of battery power soon. And I'm going to hit this button over here, which is return to home. And there we go. Come back and let's see if the precision return to home works. So the drone is in auto return mode and it's coming back, and hopefully it will land on the landing pad. You can see there's an H on my display on my phone if my phone record is working. And it should place itself over the landing pad. So the camera should automatically look down, orientate itself back to the way it took off. There we go. No, recording's still on. There's the H. It's looking down at the ground. It's trying to find the landing pad. Sometimes precision landing works and sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't look like it's gonna find the landing pad. Oh, maybe it is. Landing pad detected, it says. There we are. Going down. I have a little camera on the landing pad, so it's going to land right on the camera, but that's okay. All right, coming down. Oh, you had the landing pad. What are you doing? You were so close. Well, you got part of the landing pad, so I'll give you that. That's pretty good. Yeah, really good. Now, just to show you how cold it is out here today, I just put a fresh battery in the FIMI Mini 3 SE, and check out my phone screen. It says cannot take off GPS wise. It says low battery temperature. Please preheat to above 15 degrees Celsius first. So in other words, that battery is too cold for flying. Take the battery out. So we have to warm up this battery. So I'm gonna stick it in my glove here. So if you're wondering what the temperature is right now, it is, I'll put it up here, it's -5 degrees Celsius. It's not super cold, not for my area. Here it goes down to like -20 in the winter when there's snow on the ground. Celsius, that is. But -5 right now, you know, the sun's shining. So for me, it doesn't feel cold. Exposed skin feels cold. That's why when my gloves are off, it's cold. But, well, the battery's been sitting outside for a half hour, and I guess it's at -5 degrees Celsius, and it won't fly if it's that cold. So that's something to keep in mind. If you buy this drone or any FIMI product, take the batteries, put them in your pockets or in your someplace warm to your skin so that they stay warm before you fly. Pull them out, then stick them in the drone, and you'll be good. All right, let's see if any of that helped. I don't think I warmed it to 15 degrees Celsius, that's for sure, but we'll see. Okay, that little bit of heating worked. Oh, it's beeping. I better go fast. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. We're going. Let's get you up in the air. All right, baby. And what I'm going to do now is fly it over by the school and get some video going on up and going out. Don't freeze up on me. There we go. If you look at the top of my screen, I'm over 1,600 meters away, which is pretty much a mile. So I'm just going to stop moving forward, and I'm going to hit the return to home. And we'll let it come back. Doesn't look like it's got it this time. It's a little bit off. Oh, it didn't find the landing pad whatsoever. No, it's in the grass. Oh well. And it's turned itself off. There we go. So let me just fly it one last time here. And I'm just going to snap a photo. Or two. So let's bring it over this way. Spin it around. Take it back. There we go. And we are just going to snap a photo here. So that's good. So here we go. That was the photo. Go to photo again. Photo. I'll go to panorama. And I want it to be horizontal panorama. Good. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I got to stand very still. Here we go. It's got to take all the photos. So that panorama is saved to your photos, at least the photos in your library on your FIMI library, and you can go check it out. I'll show you what it looks like now. I'll show you some quick shots really fast. I'm sure someone's going to ask, so I'm just going to do the, which one I want to do. Picky droney, because my nose is running and I can't keep looking up. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, it's doing a droney. It's going to fly backwards. There we go. Just show you what it looks like. Goes back. You can do this with all the quick shots. It's very short. It's only going to go back as far as I told it to, which was 30 meters or something like that. And then when it's done, it should fly back to me. There we go. The shooting completed. I will return to the starting point. So here it's coming back. And you can cancel the return at any point. So there you go. It's a quick shot, identical to what you get on a DJI drone. Pretty cool. Next thing I want to show you is what you get in the box if you buy the FIMI Mini 3 SE. Check it out and then come back to me. Here we have the box the Mini 3 SE comes in. The drone is shipped in a chunk of foam, so there's no way it can be damaged. If you're looking for the app that goes on your cell phone, there's a QR code right here. Click on that and it will take you to the app. Everything folds on this drone, so it is very small in size. When you unfold it, it looks like this. Please note that when you first get your FIMI Mini 3 SE, there is a gimbal guard on it and it's the same color as the camera. You have to remove it. Making it the same color as the camera was a bad idea because I'm sure many newbies are going to try to start up the drone with this gimbal guard still on, and it's going to damage the camera motor. Please note that there are no obstacle detection sensors on this drone. However, there are plenty of other sensors, such as an optical flow sensor as well as 2 height sensors. In the rear, you'll find the charging port for the battery. Below that, you'll find the micro SD card slot. You have to provide your own micro SD card, and below that, you'll find the data port. Removing the battery, you can see that it is a 2200 milliamp hour battery. A USB-C cable is provided so you can charge the battery as well as the controller. Total weight with the battery is only 242 grams. A remote transmitter is also provided, and the joysticks are hidden in the forward section. You have to screw them into position. This remote expands to fit all the popular cell phones on the market. 2 cell phone cables are provided, which fit all modern day phones. The antennas are real and can be placed in any position you desire. The buttons and dials are easily identifiable and self-explanatory. A complete spare set of props is provided along with the hardware for installation. And finally, an owner's manual and a safety manual are included. Alright, so in this hand I have the FIMI Mini 3 SE, and in this hand I have the big brother, the FIMI Mini 3. What's different? Well, I'll just tell you the major differences. So in the big brother, on the FIMI Mini 3, this is the right one, yeah, it's got a bigger sensor than the SE does. It also has a 3-axis mechanical gimbal, whereas the SE only has a 2-axis gimbal with electronic image stabilization. This larger one can record video at 4K 60 frames per second, whereas the SE records video at 4K 30 frames per second. This can take 48 megapixel photos, the larger one, the big brother, and the SE can take 12 megapixel photos. This can shoot video at night, this cannot shoot video at night. This can take photos at night, this cannot take photos at night. Flight times on both are pretty much the same, the sensors are the same, the range for flying out is pretty much the same. Everything else is the same, even the weight is pretty much almost the same. So yeah, those are the only differences. Price difference between the two is usually $60 to $70. So I'm going to put links to both of these below this video, and you can pick whatever one you want. If you have not seen my full review on the FIMI Mini 3, there's a picture of it up here someplace. Go check that out. I'll put a link to it below, and you can compare it against the one you just watched on the FIMI Mini 3 SE. All right, guys, my nose is running. It's cold out here. I'm going in. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, just ask for them in the comments, and I will get more little camera drones to review and show you the cool footage. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video. Till then, I say bye.